First of all, if you don't get your brows shaped, if your brows are shapeless, it's going to make it really hard for you to fill in your brows. And I didn't fill them in. I put on my whole face so that you can see how incomplete a makeup look can look without. So for me, when I'm doing my brows, I brush them first. I feel like if I brush them and get them in place first, then I'm going to be able to shape just a little bit better. Plenty of products you can use for brow fillers. For the full brows, for a big full brow, but you got spaces in your brow, I would suggest like a brow mascara. A brow mascara is something that has color, it has fibers, so it kind of grabs hold to those empty spaces in the brows, and you can just basically fill it in. Another thing you can use is like a pomade. A pomade is made for somebody who has no hair, little to no hair. It's going to cover skin. It's going to cover everything where there's no hair. For me, I would end up filling all this in. Brow, what's this? Brow gel. It's a lot of people who have brow gels, brow pomade. Anastasia has a dip brow. Benefit has the Brow Zings kit that is like a wax, a brow powder, you know, little brushes. This one you would use with an angle brush. This you would use with an angle brush. My favorite angle brush is the Benefit Cosmetics angle brush because it's stiff and I don't have to worry about it flexing. And when it flexes, it just does not give you that defined brow that you like, or that I like. If you are not going to get a brow service to get your brows done, this is going to be hard. When somebody does your brows and you have a natural shape, it's easier for you to follow what you already have. When you don't have a shape, then it's like you're creating a brow, which is not what you do every day. So it's like you have to learn your face, you have to learn your brow, and you have to get used to creating the shape that you like. Use this one. Yes, this is Wonderbrow. Along the bridge of the nose, straight up, is where you want to start your brow. So I'm going to measure there first, and then I'm going to mark it just a tiny bit. Corner of the nose. Corner of the nose. Well, so this is where you start for in the front. Also, this is where you start going, splitting the iris in half. Straight up is where you want to arch. So that's going to be right here. I'm used to seeing my brow, so it's a little bit easier for me. Corner of the nose, corner of the eye is where you want to end the brow. So now I'm going to start at the beginning. And it's up to you if you like to start at the bottom or the top. But I'm going to define it right at the bottom. And I'm going to meet that line. Now the key also is soft strokes. If you're holding your brush like this and you're digging heavy, you're going to have a huge, heavy brow. So the key is lightly using a light hand. And now we're going to go from A to B and then B to C. So now what I'm doing now is from that line that I created, I'm going to brush up. And I'm not going to take it outside of the brow unless I want a hard line in at the bottom. So I'm going to bring it up a little bit. For me, I don't like for my brows to be this thin. I don't like it. That's naturally how they are, but that's the point of doing makeup, so you can create something that you want to see. So now I'm going to go up top. And I'm going to extend it just a little bit going up in soft strokes, and making sure that you use all the product on your brush first before you go from with an angle brush. You want to use your angles on the brush in order to get those lines the right way. So now you just want to fill in the inside as dark as you want it to be, or as light as you want it to be. You want to take a mascara wand or something and brush it out. Benefit Brow Counter in the Ulta Beauty store. And I do brows for a living every day. It's what I love. It's my specialty. So this is a little bit easier. So I get as close to that line on my brow as possible without going inside of it. I'm gonna get a little closer. Now I'm gonna kind of clean up the top. And you got to get as close as possible. You get close to that line as possible. Now that I got my brow concealed outside, underneath, I'm going to blend it out. So anything on the forehead, you're blending up. Anything below the brow line, you're blending down. So when I want to fade the front of my brow, which I see people doing all the time, and they always ask me about it, I take a lighter brow mascara and I'm going to brush in the front and kind of fade it a little bit. So what I'm going to do on the other brow is conceal first and fill in thereafter. Yeah, I'm feeling that brow. And that wing. Okay, I'm gonna get back to that. So now I'm gonna go for this brow. I'm gonna use the concealer outside of it. I'm gonna conceal as close to the brow as possible. Y'all forgive me, my vision is a little bit off. So now I'm going right here. Oh, my light is bright. Okay. And so now I'm going to just conceal all the way back. And then I'm going straight to the front. And that's going to help me line that brow. So now I got the brow concealed. I'm going to blend it first. Blend it first. So now you see I concealed the brow. And now I'm going to go back with my brow filler. And fill in that brow. You know what I just do? Oh, here go my brush. So now I'm going to go inside of my brow and I'm going to fill it in. And it just makes it look more natural. I don't like how low that is, so what I do is add more to the top of it. And everybody's like, I can't tell your brows thin, but they are. I just add a lot. I got about 5 minutes left, y'all. That's why I chose to do a brow video on Facebook Live today. If y'all want to see this look or see how to get this makeup look or how to fill your brows in on a regular basis, you have to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can see. And now you also see that on this one it's a little bit more naturally faded in the front. That's just the way that I fill it in, and I just keep it light. And I'm gonna keep it soft right through the front. And we got some brows snatched. They look good, yes. But you see, It's naturally faded. It's a little bit filled in, just a little bit. But it's even more natural in the front, how you fade it. And that's it, y'all. Ooh. Thank y'all for tuning in. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Share the videos. I love y'all.